And so what I want to talk about is Mercedes-Benz having a truck called the eCitaro that they've sold to multiple cities and municipalities and things from all around Europe. And what made the news this week is that they have received 60 orders for the new eCitaro G articulated bus. And it is going to be the first bus in its category to feature Mercedes solid state batteries. And unfortunately, there have been no details provided. I couldn't find anything online as to the full like makeup or anything about Mercedes solid state batteries. They're holding that pretty close to their chest. But what they did say is the typical bus, the eCitaro bus, with lithium-ion batteries, have a capacity from 292 kilowatt hours to 396 kilowatt hours. And the solid state batteries are expected to take 7 packs and boost the capacity up to 441 kilowatt hours. If Mercedes can pull this off with solid state batteries in a bus and prove their charge discharge and their range and the stability and everything, this could be a huge step into ushering in solid state batteries into a lot of other areas, you know, passenger cars and things like that. So I don't have much, I don't have a lot of details, just that this is something to keep an eye on.
Yeah, my understanding is you also get a better warranty with that battery.
Well, I can share the screen actually. They've got some really nice shots of the bus itself.
Yeah.
441 kilowatt hours, that's a heck of a big battery.
It is.
I mean,
yeah, my understanding is you get a better warranty as well with the solid state. It does cost a little more, but you know, we've talked about fleet managers many times before, and
it will not stay this clean.
No, it will not.
No.
Please don't carpet the floors.
Yeah.
Yes, and so the fleet managers, if even though it costs a little more up front, if it's going to save them in the long run, they'll definitely move their way towards the solid state.
And they did say that they are going to offer of all things, a fuel cell range extender in case that's necessary. But hey, if they're going to go range extender, I'd rather they go fuel cell than diesel. That's for sure. But yeah, not a lot of details on that. But
yeah, the ironic part was they said with the fuel cell range extender, you won't have to install recharging infrastructure. But they don't bother to mention that you will have to install hydrogen fueling infrastructure. That will cost 10 times more. Details.
Well, but you don't have to install the infrastructure for hydrogen because it's literally everywhere. You just
There'll be a funnel on top of the bus.
Right. That's exactly how it works.
Press it to shove it into.
That's right.
The range extender is just a big funnel that just scoops it up like a manta ray as it goes down the street. Yeah, I'm sure that's exactly how that's going to work.
So I'm glad they're shipping the lithium-ion version now, and they have this promise of this solid state very soon. And if they do that, wonderful. I don't know who's making those batteries. Are they making themselves? Are they getting them from some other battery supplier? Tony, you mentioned these potentially going into passenger cars, but maybe their volume or yield isn't high enough to make that practical yet. But that's when technology comes out, and if you have low yield or high production cost, you can put it into something very expensive like a bus that has a huge price tag on it, and that's what you use to work out the kinks to get it to higher volumes, to get it to lower price points, and then put it down market from there. So good luck. We need solid state batteries. They have longer life. They have higher energy density, much more tolerant to stresses. So I can't wait. That would be awesome.
Yeah, like Patrick said, if it takes them a week to make one bus, it's a lot easier to forgive than taking a week to make one passenger car.
Yeah.
Yeah, a production line of vehicles that makes one a week is not going to be very successful.
Right. And yeah, I mean,
Unless
if,
it's like
you know,
airplanes or something.
Airplanes or buses,
right.
Yeah.
Yes.
trains.
Yeah. And I could see if something goes wrong with a bus and maybe they have buses, in the wings, they can always just swap out another bus and they could run a diesel bus on the route while they work out the kinks on the electric. I mean, it does seem like a much safer, if you will, test bed where things can go wrong and well, you just have one bus on a route and you can just swap out another bus.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, let's hope, like Patrick said, I mean, we wish them the best because we do need solid state batteries. We think it's going to be the next big step. And man, that would be awesome to see just a huge jump in range for regular vehicles and then other applications for solid state batteries.
Cycle life. Yeah.
Yeah, another one to keep our eyes on.
Hmm.
And it's definitely worthy because we need to have as many options as we can to make public transportation not just sustainable for the people who desperately need it, but so municipalities are willing to make the investment in better buses that are overall energy sustainable for the environment. So fingers crossed.
And if it's electric, you can put it in a tunnel.